Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my subscribers. Hope you guys are having a really great day today on this sunny Saturday. Right, so for those of you who, you're just passing by, just popping by, here on this channel we talk about everything to do with the African diaspora, politics, music, life, love, and everything in between. So today I want to talk about a topic that has been going on for quite a while now. And what that is African Americans going back to the continent. So there is a bit of a trend currently. Last year Ghana had the year of return, so a lot of African Americans in particular really took advantage of that, and they travelled back to Africa and got to experience for some the first time life on the continent. But here's the question I have for you. Are African Americans really ready for Africa? So the reason I'm asking that is because I watched a video not that long ago, it was a few months ago, and there was a lady and she'd moved to Ghana with her family, and they were in this hotel, and she was saying she's had enough of this, she's going home because they'd literally relocated. She's going home, and the thing that she kept talking about was biscuits. Like, she kept saying she can't get any biscuits, and there's no biscuits, and there's no cookies, and she's got these animals in the bed and all kinds of things. I'm thinking biscuits. And then she was talking about how they were being like hustled a lot, so people were kind of charging them more than they should have been charging them for things, so they felt like they were being exploited a little bit, and she was off. She didn't look like she needed any biscuits, but that's just by the by. So anyway, here's the thing. A lot of African Americans are going back to the continent with a particular mindset, and that mindset currently seems to be how they can make money on the continent. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money, but on the one hand they're talking about Africans being exploited by the Chinese, being exploited by the Lebanese, but yet their own ideas of the continent aren't that different really. So even in the Gambia, one of the ministers was getting so fed up with these people coming over, they actually said, don't sell land to African Americans. And I have really had to look into this, and I wondered what was going on, and it turns out that a lot of African Americans were taking advantage of the locals, and there have been increasing complaints, and a lot of African Americans were quite disparaging about the African continentals. And that's the thing that that irritates me actually, and that is the attitude. And that is the attitude that the Africans are very docile. There was one lady in particular that kept disparaging the Gambians and saying they're so docile, they don't this, they don't that. And I thought to myself, I never had that experience when I went to the Gambia. I didn't find them to be very docile. I found them to be really nice. I just found them to be really nice people, like really calm, just kind of easygoing. But I remember I did, come across a couple of African Americans at the time, and they were quite brash, and their whole demeanor and everything was really not in alignment with that kind of way of life. So I'm not sure that a lot of African Americans are ready. You understand? If you're going over with this sort of militant attitude, it's almost like African Americans, want to be the new colonizers. And I'm thinking, why are you going? Like, why are you going? If you don't respect the people there, if you think they're docile, or you think, their way of life is backward, maybe stay in America then, because I don't think that attitude is really helpful, and I don't think that attitude is going to be embraced by the Africans on the continent either. If anything, what they would do, and you can't blame them, is hustle you, because they're going to see people that are like, quite disrespectful. So what else? What other relationship are we going to have? It's like eat or be eaten, isn't it? So I don't blame them. But I would say that a lot of African Americans have a particular, they've grown up, they've had a very difficult time in America. It's a very, you know, a very difficult history that they've had. And I can understand them wanting to get out and go and live on the continent. But I think that in order to do so successfully, is to try and purge some of that toxic way of life, toxic way of thinking that you're somehow superior to the Africans on the continent because, you know, you've had running water all your life or electricity all your life or whatever the case may be. That doesn't make the African American superior in any way. I think if you're going to go and learn, like go and learn about yourself, you know. If you have something to bring that can improve the lives of the people there, then bring it. If you don't, then that's cool too. You can just get to know people and, you know, rub along pretty nicely. If you want change, and a lot of them are talking about we're going to go and we're going to change how things are done, but they can't name one like community activist or any activist. They don't know these people have been fighting for change for years. You have them. They're already on ground. They've been working, trying to change things, you know, the status quo for a very long time. So I think that a lot of African Americans are delusional if they think they're going to go over there and everything is just going to fall into place because they've set foot on the soil. That's not going to happen. And they've not been able to do it in America, really. So why are they going to go over and do that in Africa? I think no. I think we still need. I still think we've got a long way to go about, you know, re-educating ourselves and recognizing that, you know, as people, as one people, we're going to go over and we're going to get to know the people. We're going to show love. We're going to be respectful, and we're going to see what our place is on the continent. You know, if you're going to start a business, that's all good. Start a business, but don't start treating the locals like, you know, slaves, or go and treat them, you know, pay them peanuts or whatever you think you can do because you're now in, you know, you've got some dollars in the bank. It's very disrespectful. So let me know what you think. Do you think that African Americans are really ready for Africa? Do you really think they have the right mindset for the continent? Do you think that attitude that, you know, many of them take over there is the right attitude that is going to help to propel Africa as a continent forward? Or do you think it's going to be a case of one step forward, two steps backwards? There was a lady I watched and I listened to what she was saying about what she wanted to do on the continent. And she was talking about wanting to open up speakeasies. Like she wanted she wanted to like open up some sort of rum betting, some I don't know, some get on speakeasy business, you know, playing some American music. And I just thought, I don't want to go to Gambia and see any speakeasy. I don't want to see any speakeasies now. You understand? Definitely not if I go over there. I don't want to see that nonsense, you know? Some of us, when we go to the continent, we're going to get away from all of that stuff. So to try and bring it there, it's like, please, no, keep it in America. So I do have that question. Are African Americans really ready for the continent of Africa? Or are they trying to be the new colonizer? Let me know what you think. Take it easy. Peace.